Coach Caitlin Clark trolls All-Star teammates for blowing her play design and loss. When Caitlin Clark received the most fan votes ever in WNBA All-Star history that helped to make her the captain of her team. She was excited to lead her team out in her own building as Indianapolis geared up for the weekend's festivities. She was supposed to participate in her first three-point contest alongside Sabrina Ionescu and others. At the same time, the league, along with AT&T, added 4-point spots to bring out crowd-pleasing long-range shots. A late-game injury a few days ago poured cold water over those hopes, and fans were left with the possibility of her sitting courtside. She instead decided to don the assistant coach hat and wore All-Star hoodies and pants beside her teammates. During the game, it was mostly New York Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello who was blurting out schemes. In one instance, she let her assistant take over. Clips from the game show Caitlin Clark designing a play involving Aya Wilson, Gabby Williams, and Sabrina Ionescu. The first two were tasked with setting up the Liberty guard to shoot a four-pointer. Before the play was executed, Clark even boasted to ESPN's commentary team that she designed that play. Unsurprisingly, her team executed the play design perfectly. However, Ionescu's shot hit the rim and bounced off. When cameras panned back at the play designer, she booed her teammates for blowing the play. She was obviously trolling them for not executing, probably the only bit of action she had in this All-Star weekend. Little did she realize that the game was getting out of hand as her team started to lose touch with the score. Caitlin Clark jokes about calling head of officials after heated confrontation. Sabrina Ionescu's four-point miss was not the only one for Team Clark. Caitlin Clark's teammates shot 19-64 from distance, which happened to be a lot less than what Team Collier shot from distance. The latter were also better inside the arc and shot nearly 7% better than Team Clark. This saw Team Collier race away with the lead. At one point, the Fever guard did not realize how far behind her team was. "We're down 15? Are you kidding me? I didn't even know that. All right, heat up, we're only down 20. Heat up now," Caitlin Clark was captured saying. This was all in the first half, and at one point, the lead ballooned to more than 30 points. From there on, there was no coming back as Team Clark wound up losing the game 131-151. To their credit, they did not have two starters available, and Clark and Sadis Abowley. Then, another important player, Jackie Young, was injured and played just 1 minute. Some of her teammates were also struggling with fatigue. Caitlin Clark lashing at official after no calls. TD Garden win infuriates fans, always whining until the 2025 All-Star Weekend kicked off. There was a lot of talk on social media about how Indiana fans have been against opposition players in the past. The words of Aya Wilson and Dejanai Carrington had a lot to do with it, and some were worried that players might have a difficult time. When the festivities kicked off, it was quite the opposite. Players had a whale of a time, were greeted with respect wherever they were, and some of Caitlin Clark's rivals also drew loud cheers inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse. It was quite the experience, and fans were ecstatic that players did not leave the city with regret. Instead, the WNBA will now have a hard time topping what the city of Indianapolis and the Pacers organization set up.